Hi everyone, it's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room again. I think I figured it out. Okay, I just went live at 9 or just past 9, and I was like, it was fine when I was forward facing, and then when I flipped the camera, there was terrible sound. Now, I turned off my phone and turned it back on again, but I think I found out what the problem was. When I was live, I was out this morning for a walk, and I had these in my ears, and I took them out of my ears and they were in my pocket. Okay, so I think my phone was connecting to these, so when you were hearing me talk, it was actually going, I think it was going through my pocket into my headphones. I think. Anyway, I've disconnected these, and hopefully you can hear me now the right way. Let me know. Now I can't see your comments. Oh dear. Where are the comments? Can you hear me? Hi, Margaret. Thank you so much. Okay, I see lots of blue thumbs up. Okay, so that's what happened, you guys. I had my AirPods in my pocket. It was trying to connect with them the whole time I was trying to go live. So how could you possibly hear me when I'm talking to my pocket? Oh, the things that happen on Facebook Live. It cracks me up. All right, let's flip the camera. I know I hear you laughing. Hi, Barb. Yep, it was these guys. I love my little AirPods, but you know what? They can't work in your pocket. I'm happy I figured it out because that would have drove me bonkers all day long. You know that, right? Okay. Thanks for all your comments. Explains it. Yep, it sure does. Okay, it should be good now. Let's flip the camera and get started with this card. Okay, here we go. And we'll tilt and point you down. I love it when you can figure out what's going on. All right, so here we are. I'm back, Annika. Yes, I am indeed. Okay, sounds great. Okay, thank you guys for your feedback. I appreciate it. Hi, Maggie. Thank you so much. Hi, Wendy. Okay, technology. Yes, Barbara, technology. We love technology. It is a double-edged sword. It's good in some places, but okay, now it's giving me a message. Device added. An Apple Watch has now access to message and FaceTime if you don't. Okay. No, we're not going to talk about Apple Watches and stuff like that. We're going to talk about this card. Okay, so we are casing. Hi, Sherry. I'm glad to be home too. We're casing the designer Kayla Renee. This is her beautiful card. Now, when I looked at this card, you probably know what I saw first. I saw Mellow Mambo and I saw black. So that is what I'm pulling from this card. Now, when you look at this card, you can be inspired by whatever it is jumps out at you. If you love the butterfly, you can be inspired by the butterfly. You can be inspired by the colors, the layout. It's totally up to you. Now, the watermelon, that's from this past celebration, right, that we had January, February. So it's not a current stamp set, so I don't typically show current, non-current stuff. So today, I'm going to bring in my bundle of the week. Let's put this off to the side. Here's my shopping code for May 6 to 12. So if you use my shopping code and you spend a minimum $60 in Canada, you're going to get these 5 card packages. And my bundle of the week is Hearts and Hugs. We're going to play with this adorable little bundle. It is a cling stamp set. So we have red rubber here. And the dies are amazing. You get a set of 12 dies that coordinate with, you get a die for each of the images, as well as a gorgeous, do I have this one here? I think it's still sitting over on my machine. There's a set of 12, and there's also a really nice banner. Let me grab those, because I was doing a little bit of cutting. So we have this die here, which coordinates with the stamp we're going to use today. We have the banner. There's a banner included. And then I think this is like my favorite die in this set. It's a little archway, if you will, of little hearts. So a really super cute stamp set. I was attracted to it as soon as I saw it. I had to have it. So this is what we're going to play with this week. Okay, so I was inspired by, of course, Black and Mellow Mambo. And so what we're going to have is a card base. I'm using thick basic white card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. Okay, so we'll start off with white for my card base, because actually on Kayla's card, it looks like her card is also white, so I was inspired by that. And then we're going to bring in a new embossing folder. And this folder, did you see the size of the new folders? Oh my goodness, look at this. This folder is enormous. Like, it's enormous compared to our other folders. This was a complete surprise when I got my order. I did not know that the new folders, some of them are this big. So in comparison, let me show you. Our normal folders are this size, and this one I'm going to play with. It's called So Swirly. Let me show you the difference. Like, look at the difference in size. It's huge, right? And I'm really, really excited about this because you can use this. I'm going to use this, pardon me, on my scrapbook pages. It'll be even better, right? I'm going to be able to do big photo mats. Like, it is 6 by 8 3/4, like a huge, huge folder. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I got a frog in my throat. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that for comparison. So this is called So Swirly. And why so big, Diane? Because they're just giving us more options, I guess. I didn't question it. I just celebrated it. I was like, bigger is better because I can fit more pieces in here as well, right? It fits through the machine, so I'm super excited. That is the width of our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is 6 inches. So I've gone ahead and I did do a smaller piece. And will it go through a Cuttlebug? I have no idea, Ellie. If your Cuttlebug has a 6-inch wide platform, then it should work, but you will have to try that out. I can give you the measurements of the folder, and you'll have to measure your machine, whatever it is machine that you use. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I was having withdrawal symptoms too. I was dying to get back into my craft room. Okay, so this one here is a piece of Melon Mambo 4 by 5 1/4. Yes, easier for scrapbooking. That's probably why they did it, Maggie, to give us more options. Absolutely. So this is a piece of cardstock measuring 4 by 5 1/4, and I ran it through the So Swirly, right? And with a bigger folder, you can choose which piece, where you put it in the folder to get that swirl. So I think I just put mine down here, and I did line it up with the line. So I've got a really nice little swirl on there. That's going to be the background of my card. Okay, so let's see. So we've got two of my favorite colors here, white, Melon Mambo, and I do love to pair black. So I have a piece of cardstock. It is 3 by 4 1/2, and we're going to run that through the machine. And by the magic of camera, I do have one already done. I used this die. Remember I was telling you, I think this is my favorite die, the hearts. Look at that. I did this one right here. I ran this die through the machine. I just put it on top like that and ran it through. And then I got all these little black dots, black hearts, which I held on to because you never know. You can still use black hearts, right? Okay, so this piece is going to go on the front like that. I don't need to put anything because those hearts are going to show pink through, right? Because they're the background. So I've got that much done. Now we're going to just push this off to the side. I've got so many cards made that I need to get back to scrapbooking, so I continue playing. Yes, Susan, I agree with you there on that one. Scrapbooking is so much fun. I love it. Okay, let's bring in a piece of basic white. Sprinkles for shaker cards. Great idea, Joy. Yep, absolutely. I love it. So let's bring in our stamp set. So I'm going to play with this. The stamp set's called Hearts and Hugs. I didn't show you where this is in the catalog. You know what? We went a whole month of demonstrators having the catalog, and we couldn't show you the pages. But now, my friends, now that it's live, I can open the pages and show them to you. So this one is on page 61. The item code, if you've got a pen handy, is 163667. Now this bundle, you're going to want the bundle because you're going to save 10%. It is $67.50 in Canada. Perfectly priced to get my 5 card kits this week, right? So 163667. If you already own this one, you can feel free to purchase $60 of whatever it is you need. Perhaps you need more adhesive or cardstock, whatever it is you need. So we're going to play with this one all week long, and I'm going to give you ideas and inspiration, hopefully, to use these amazing stamps and dies together. For this one, I'm going to bring in these little critters down here, and I forget what, are they called badgers? I think they're badgers, the little hugging badgers. So we're going to bring that in. This one right here, I've got it on a block, and I'm going to stamp it with Memento. Okay, and it's quite a big stamp, so I'm actually going to lay the stamp down and take my Memento in my hand and ink it up from the top. So tap, 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 and then I can take a peek and make sure I've got it inked properly. And then we're going to stamp that right here, like so. And this one I love. When I was mounting this stamp set, I noticed, well, you'll notice as well, these pieces here pop out. So if you want to save them, they're little different shapes. You could use them for backgrounds, but they do have this, which is great because if you press too hard, sometimes you get ink on those pieces. So it's really great that the design artists have, you know, noted that, and they cut out those pieces. So wonderful little trick that they did for us. Okay, so from the stamp set, there's a lot that you could do. You could use. There's sending birthday hugs, sending a big hug. I could just hug you. There's a simple thanks. Look at this one. So it's there when you need it. So sending a big hug, right? And then you could put on the inside, so it's there when you need it. So somebody may need a hug, right? You have a friend that's going through something and they need a hug. I really love, love, love that. So you can send birthday hugs, anniversary hugs, love, a thank you. It's everything all wrapped up in one gorgeous bundle. Okay, so I have the stamp here that says sending a big hug. Let's bring back that Memento. I'm going to stamp it up here at the top of my scrap paper. There we go. And then we're going to bring in some blends. We're going to give some color to these little badgers. I've got Smoky Slate, both dark and light, and I've got some Melon Mambo. So let's start off with, my favorite way to color is to start off with the dark, and we'll add a little bit of shading. So just kind of edge the parts where the light would shine onto your images. Let's just put a little bit of dark shading right here, and maybe along the edge of their back like this. And we'll come in over here and do the same. And you can take your time, or you can go fast if you want to. There's really no right or wrong way to ink up and to color. You can add color, and you can also take away color with our lifter, our color lifter. If you've added too much color and you want to come in and just take some away, you could do that. So there's my dark shaded, Smoky Slate. I was going to call it shaded spruce. They're not green badgers. I'm going to color mine gray. So then I'm coming in here, and where that dark meets the light, I'm just going over it ever so slightly just to blend it so that you don't see that stark line in between the dark and the light. So on this side over here on the back, I'm just kind of touching, and you can actually see, if you look closely, you can almost see the alcohol go into the paper and blend out, and you can actually push the color. The alcohol is your medium that you're using to apply color. So it's super fun. If you've never colored with blends, oh my goodness, you're in for a treat. It is so much fun to color with these. So I'm just adding some more light Smoky Slate all the way around here. And then we're going to see how this looks. And then you can decide if you want to touch up with a little bit more color. There we go. Just come around here, and there's where I added some dark. And we'll finish off their cute little faces. Oh my goodness, they are so adorable. And right here, like it almost looks like he's got a dark gray scarf on. So I'm going to blend that out. I'm just going to come in here and take the color and literally like push it, let the alcohol get into the paper and push that color around. And that is, oh, it's so much fun. It is very therapeutic to color. Several of you have sent me messages about coloring and how you love coloring and spending a little time sitting and just quiet time, you know, coloring. It is such a therapeutic thing. And when you are in complete control of the marker and where the color goes, it is so fun. So I like to keep some of the light spots here on the body, right? It just adds to the image. Instead of doing it all one shade of gray, it looks more natural when you leave light spots. Okay, so you can add, maybe I'll add a little touch of color right there. And now with my Melon Mambo, I'm going to give each of them a little Melon Mambo nose. And you can even add a little bit to their ear if you want to. And then if you think the Melon Mambo is a little bit too pink, you can come in with your Smoky Slate and just add a little touch of that to tone it down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in my dies, and I'm going to find the coordinating dies. So I have the banner, and I've already got a little bit of washi, but I don't want it to be the full length because I'm just going to shorten it. So I'm going to take the banner, put it on top of my greeting like so. Make sure it's straight. And then add that little bit of washi there to hold it in place. And then we've got the Badgers also have their own die. So let's grab that one. We'll put that one right here like that. And I'm going to grab a little more washi. If I can find where I put my washi. Okay, here it is. And we're just going to grab a piece. Maybe I'll grab a couple pieces. And I do like to take you're using washi tape, just take your fingers and just kind of tap onto the adhesive part to remove a little bit of the excess adhesive so you don't rip your image. Nothing like not painting, but coloring an image and then putting washi on it and it actually like rips. Oh, that's happened to me before. So be careful with what you use to anchor down your dies, that it won't rip your piece. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our machine. We're going to cut both of these out at the same time. Now this would go through the mini boss, but I just have my big boss here in front of me, so let's use it. All right, so my layering for my new people, if you've never used the Stampin' Cut in a Boss machine, oh my goodness, it is amazing. You need layer number 1. You need layer number 2, which is a cutting platform to make it a little bit thicker. Then you need one of your number 3 plates, and then you put your paper with your die on top. And then to complete your sandwich, your top piece will be your second number 3. So we'll put that on top, make it all even, and then we're going to roll it through. Easy peasy. Crack, crack, crack. All normal sounds. Do the regular size embossing folders work in the mini? Stacy, no, they do not. The mini has a 3.5-inch platform. The mini boss, I have mine right here. So this width right here, let me just double check if I'm telling you the right thing. Yes, it has, actually the width is 3 3/4. So you're limited to 3 3/4 inches for width to go through your mini. But the good news is Stampin' Up! Does have mini folders that will work in your mini boss as well as your big boss. So lots and lots of options. All right, so let's take those dies off. Oh, look at those. Perfect cutting every time. Love it. Okay, so there's my banner and my Badgers. Let's put my dies back in the case and let's bring the rest of this card pieces back together. Okay, so we're going to put all this together. My Melon Mambo layer, my black, and then my little Badgers are going to sit right there. Oh my gosh. So cute. All right, so I don't think I want to put that on dimensionals. I do want the pink to serve as my hearts, and I think if I put that on dimensional, it might be too far away from the background. That's what I'm thinking. So let's see. We got a couple options. We can put this down with multi-purpose glue, and I really want to bring in some silver and white ribbon. Let me grab this silver edged ribbon. Oh, I got 2 pieces here. I've gone through this a lot, like water. It is so pretty. So we're going to put this, maybe we'll put it across both layers. And then the sending a hug can go, yes, I really want to have that in front. Okay, so let's put the silver and white ribbon across my basic black like this. So I'm going to bring in my tear and tape, and let's go ahead, grab a couple pieces here. My friend Christine Bertram taught me to make a tear and tape sandwich when putting down my ribbon. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to peel off. Oh, I'm using my fingernails as tools again. It's a big no-no. Okay, you guys have told me that. Use your take your pick tool to lift those backings. Okay, so we're just going to grab some scissors, and I'm going to wrap that ribbon. Maybe if I can pick it up. Okay, so we're going to wrap it around like this. There we go. So wrap it straight across and attach to the adhesive at the back. Okay, happy with that, but I want to make sure that ribbon does not sneak its way out. So we're going to do a little sandwich like Christine talks about all the time. A little tear and tape sandwich. There we go. Top and top. There we go. Okay, so this is going to go on to my Melon Mambo layer like that. And let's bring in the liquid glue. So when we've got the glue flowing, we might as well put it where we need it. So let's go ahead and add our glue like that. And then there's really no right or wrong side to this embossed Melon Mambo piece, because it's got swirls on both sides. So let's do one at a time. We'll put the Melon Mambo one down first. Make sure I've got the card in the right orientation. Did you ever make a card backwards? I've done it before. I made a card backwards where I thought the spine was on the left, glued it all together and realized I had it backwards and the spine was on the right. And I don't know. If there's any mistake that can be made, you can probably put your money on it. I've made it. But you know what? That's how we learn. We learn by making mistakes, right? Okay, so here we go. We're putting the basic black on the Melon Mambo. Oh my gosh, I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, where are my badgers? They're going to sit right here under their little arch of hearts. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now these guys are my focal point. So we're going to pop those up with some dimensionals. I think 3 dimensionals will be fine for these guys. So let's peel off the backing and we'll put them under the hearts. So adorable. Okay, so now sending a big hug can go, I think I want to put it towards the bottom. You could put it in the middle, but you're going to lose a lot of the ribbon. So let's just put it like so, like that. There, okay. And let's see if this banner fits a large dimensional. Look at that. It does. It fits perfectly. I think Stampin' Up! Does these things intentionally so that because they know how we use things, right? So this banner is perfectly sized for a large dimensional. So let's put that on the edge of the black and kind of half onto the ribbon and half off, like so. There we go. So the ribbon is just serving as a nice glittery background. And then to end this off, you could do a faux bow there, but I'm kind of liking the flat ribbon, so I'm going to leave mine flat. Okay, so now to add a little bit more bling, because no card is complete, right? You got to have bling. And the ribbon is also considered bling because there's a lot of glitter on that ribbon. But we're going to bring in the adhesive back sparkle gems. I'm so excited that these carried over into the new catalog. In this collection of gems, you get gold, silver, gold, black, and white gems. Now, black would work, but I'm really tempted to I'm going to use the clear ones with the glitter because I think they'll show up a lot more. So let's go ahead and grab a big one. Let's put a big one down here. And then we'll grab 2 small ones. You could do a combination. You could do both a combination of the clear and the black if you wanted to. And another thing you could do is you can also use your blend marker and you could color these adhesives to be Melon Mambo. But I'm really liking the clear look, so I'm going to leave mine clear. Okay, so last but not least, we do need to do a little bit for the inside. So let's bring in my piece for the inside. So sending a big hug And as I mentioned when I was showing you the stamp set, there's a greeting that says, so it's there when you need it. Oh, I love that one. So I'm going to grab that one, and we're going to stamp that on the inside. Okay, so let's get that onto a block. And we'll stamp it with basic black, not basic black, Memento black is what I wanted to say. So we'll stamp that in the middle right here. So it's there when you need it. And then the stamp set has this cute, adorable triple heart stamp. So we're going to grab that, and you guessed it, we're going to stamp those hearts on the inside with Melon Mambo. Love, love, love Melon Mambo. I have to show you a little gift that I got from my friend Melissa Faust. She messaged me. She is such a sweetheart. She messaged me before we went on the trip and asked me what my favorite color was, my favorite Stampin' Up! Color, and I told her Melon Mambo. And look what she made for me. I'll show you right now. She made me this super cute surfboard keychain with my name on it, and she made it in Melon Mambo. Isn't that adorable? So you could use it as a bag tag or a keychain. I love it. So thank you to Melissa. She also gave me some Jelly Bellies that were I think they're only flavors you can get in the United States, and they were like all of the fancy drinks that we could get on the resort, like pina colada, margarita, all of those fancy flavors. And yes, I've already eaten the package. What did I do with it? Do I even have the wrapper? I was looking through my trash. I don't have the wrapper, you guys, but they were Jelly Bellies. They were so yummy. Thank you, Melissa, for the treat. I had that yesterday when I was crafting. I had a little bit of time to craft a little bit yesterday before the team meeting. Okay, so there's my inside. There we go. Sending a big hug, so it's there when you need it. Isn't that adorable? Hearts and Hugs is my product, my bundle of the week. Grab it while you can, you guys. It is so adorable. I hope it doesn't go on back order. The item code for this one is 163667. Use the host code at the top of the screen. Do a little screen capture. Grab that host code and place your order, and I can't wait to send you these. Now, when you get my card packages, you're going to get your basic black piece like this, and you will also need the dies to be able to cut the hearts, as well as the banner and the badgers. I will send you the embossed piece. So if you don't want to order that right away, you don't have to. You will get your Melon Mambo piece embossed and your white pieces for the card base and the inside. And you're going to get the ribbon and the bling always, right, as with your card packages. Okay, let me flip you around. Thank you for bearing with me this morning through my issue with my AirPods in my pocket. So many funny things happen on these videos, you guys. I should write a little book. I should write a little something about all the things that have happened in my Facebook Live videos. And this one has never happened before. So you never know what you're going to see. All right, take care, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday, and I hope you'll come back and join me again tomorrow on Tuesday, May 7th, for my next Hearts and Hugs card share. Take care, everyone. Thanks for all the love. I see your hearts going up through the screen. It makes me so happy. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.